Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a no communication love reading for Taurus, focused on a connection where communication may currently be limited, paused, or unclear. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Taurus, please. All right, so we have the Knight of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius coming through. They're viewing you as the Four of Cups, and their future action towards you is the Moon card. Okay, so I definitely think you have a secret admirer. I do think they want to talk, but I am getting that they're worried that you're going to reject them or you're not emotionally available. Now we see the Queen of Swords in reverse. For some of you, this person could be an ex. But the Queen of Swords in reverse is just an indication here of that no communication vibe. The Knight of Swords tells me that this person might actually normally be quite chatty or talkative, but Taurus, you may find sometimes that they're not that way with you. Now, if this is somebody who's around you, like a coworker or a friend or something like that, you might be thinking they don't really like you, but I think it's far from the truth. I feel with the Knight of Swords here, they want to talk to you. I just think that you make them pretty nervous, or they feel like you're going to reject them. I do think they're very clear about their feelings about you. And with the High Priestess in reverse, Cancer, Pisces energy, they know they need to reveal their feelings to you, or they're always going to be thinking about you. They're always going to be kicking themselves, for letting you get away or not telling you how they really feel. So we see the Sun card, Leo energy. So again, I do think this is somebody who has a really bright, sunny disposition. I think they're fun to be around. I think they're really friendly and warm. And like I said, they're most likely pretty chatty and talkative in general. But I think they kind of clam up when they're around you, Taurus. Now, some of you, this could be an ex, but for a lot of you, I'm just getting that this person may tell themselves untrue stories. They might tell themselves, Taurus doesn't like me, Taurus is going to reject me. But I think it's just them getting a bad case of, the nerves, right? So the Four of Cups tells me that their feelings for you are unexpected, or meeting you was unexpected. And they feel like you're going to reject them. And we see the Eight of Cups. Maybe some of you already have walked away from this person. But for others of you, they might feel like if you're recently going through some sort of major transition or transformation, like getting out of a relationship, they might be worried about timing here. But the Eight of Cups for me is a transitional card. So you might be going through a move, or you might be going through a job change. So I do kind of feel like this person is emotionally intelligent, they're intuitive, and they definitely don't want to overwhelm you. This person spends a lot of time thinking about you. Seven of Cups, fantasizing about you even. But again, this person might feel like you have a lot of options available to you, and I think their insecurities get the best of them, and they tell themselves, there's no way I'm gonna, beat out the competition here. So their future actions towards you are the Moon card. This is fantasy, so thinking about you, fantasizing about you, continuing to be a secret admirer here, somebody who has deep romantic feelings for you. But they're so worried about rejection, and I do think they need to build up their strength and their courage here. But I do think they're going to keep putting themselves in your way. So, I'd pay attention to somebody here who's like very, they could be a Leo, they could be a Cancer or Pisces, they could have some air in their chart, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But I feel like this is somebody who's probably around you, a coworker or a friend. And you probably get the vibe that they like you, but at the same time, they don't focus, or it doesn't seem like they have a lot of focus on you. This is somebody who really, really likes you, but they're worried about rejection. And I think they are also worried about third party, that you have other options, or that they're not going to beat out the competition. We see the Three of Cups. So I feel like Taurus, you're in a really high vibrational energy. I feel like you're enjoying life. I feel like this is somebody who's around you. So again, pay attention. It's probably the person who's not giving you the most attention, but you can probably pick up on these vibes, on these, like them checking you out when you're not watching, them maybe being a little bit nervous, when you two talk to each other. But I think, you know, I'm kind of getting like a glance speaks 1,000 words. So you guys are very intuitive. So I'm sure you probably already have an idea who this is. And if you don't, just be on the lookout. Be on the lookout, because it's definitely a secret admirer who's around you. All right, what else we need to know about this person? They're around you. This is somebody who's like a friend, a neighbor, a coworker, someone at the gym. I feel like you have interactions with this person. And again, they've got a bright, sunny disposition. They're friendly, they're outgoing. But when it comes to you, they're not. And it's not because they don't like you. It's because they like you that much. We see despair energy. I do think this person stresses a lot about you. All right. But I also think that they're worried with this high honor card and this despair card. I think that they're really worried that they're not going to be good enough. I mean, it just keeps coming through. They might see the other people who you're attracted to. Maybe they know your exes. Maybe they see you flirting with other people, or the other people like hitting on you or checking you out. And they're like, there's no way, you know, I measure up to that. So I do think they're letting their insecurities get the best of them here. All right. But I actually feel like this person might make you really happy, the Three of Cups. All right, let's see what's holding them back or anything else we need to know about them. Too soon. All right, so you get too serious too soon, get to know each other before committing fully. Yeah, I do think this is somebody who falls in love. They fall hard, they fall deep. All right, and they're quietly falling in love with you. Okay, sorry, I had to pause the camera there to sneeze. All right, so getting hurt. All love comes with the risk of losing it. Don't be afraid to take a chance, all right? So I do feel like Taurus, I hope I haven't called you Aries. I feel like I might have. If I did, there might be something in the Aries reading for you. But Taurus, I feel like this person is just afraid of getting hurt. And I do think that when they fall in love, they fall hard, they fall deep. And I think secretly behind the scenes, Taurus, they have been falling in love with you. They have been, you know, they're in deep. That's what I'm getting. And I think you might be surprised to know how deeply they do feel for you. So what they want to say to you, Taurus, is projections. Our situation is different. Refrain from imposing your past experiences on our connection. So I feel like this is something that they may even need to tell themselves, you know, like don't impose your past experiences on this connection or on Taurus. But then I also think this person might be worried that you will compare them to other people you've dealt with and feel like they're not going to add up or measure up. We see guilt. I'm coming to terms with the shame that has cast a shadow over me for so long. So some of you, obviously, it could be an ex. I mean, that did come out earlier in the reading, but for a lot of you, it's not. But they do carry around some sort of guilt, or maybe they have some body shame. I just kind of get like they feel like they're not good enough. Maybe it's their finances. But they definitely carry around some guilt or shame that makes them compare themselves to your other options, or maybe your exes or other people who are interested in you. Okay. Let's see what, okay, that came flying out. We get non-committal. This is what we're not seeing. All right. I don't really get that this person is a player. I just feel like they're insecure, Taurus, about committing to telling you how they feel or, you know, making this happen. And we see relationship blossoming. But I do feel like what I'm getting with this too soon energy, I think this person is starting to realize, like, if they put in the work, Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups, this can be like a friendship. So I do think this person is going to continue to put themselves on your path, Taurus. They're going to gradually get closer to you and see if there's real compatibility, because like I said, they already fantasize about you. They're probably already very deeply in love with you, but I kind of feel like they're also stopping themselves because they want to make sure that, you know, that they do things right, that they do things a little bit differently. And I do like this relationship blossoming because it feels like, too, they're recognizing you're in the midst of some sort of transformation, or you have other options. They don't want to overwhelm you, and they want to do it in a way that's comfortable for both of you. Okay, so despite their insecurities, Taurus, I do feel like they absolutely are trying to do things right. They obviously don't want to be rejected, but I think they're going to slowly but surely try to get closer to you, get to know you better, let you get to know them better. All right. So let's see, what is the quiet truth here? All right, so you can close this thought loop. Yep, so don't overthink things here, Taurus. Let them do that. And this isn't what you were hoping for. So you may be, wishing things were a little bit different. Or that they would just come out and tell you how they feel, or they would make their move. But again, they have some of that shadow work to do is kind of what I'm getting. But like I said, I do think they're going to keep putting themselves on your path. They're going to slowly but surely get closer to you. All right, let's see what final messages, advice, and guidance we have for my Taurus, please. All right, so we see transformational relationships. See, I like this because this says surround yourself with good people and you'll find that previously unimaginable horizons will open up to you. See, I think this is potentially a relationship that's going to transform, but it's just not going to happen like how or when you would like it to. And I like that because it feels like this person is in your energy. It does feel like they're high vibrational. Like I said, I don't think their ego is at play in the sense that they're trying to, play games with you or anything like that. I just think they have to work through some of those insecurities, and that's when this connection transforms. We see the unseen. Things are not always as they appear. Be thorough and keep your eyes open. There's something you're not seeing. Again, some of my Taurus, you may feel like this person isn't that into you because like they're chatty and fun and warm with everyone, but then with you, they're like not so much. But that's because of insecurities. And I don't think that they're rude. I don't think they give you the cold shoulder or anything like that. I don't think they treat you poorly, but I think they get nervous and they clam up around you. And again, that's how you're probably going to know who this person is. All right, Taurus, so you're going to have to let me know how this resonates with you in the comment section down below. Sending you lots of love and light. Take care.